Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and tonight we are remembering a local advocate who even brought her fight to Congress, speaking out on the rise in cancer rates among young adults.
My friend Kayla Campbell passed away last October at the age of 33.
Yeah.
She spent years battling stage 4 rectal cancer. This year, her parents did something Kayla used to do. They went to D.C. by themselves to carry on their daughter's legacy.
I wake up with her in my head and I go to bed with her in my head.
I sat down with Erica Campbell on the same patio where I first met her and her daughter Kayla 4 years ago.
We grew up on the lake and she loved the lake, and she always told me it was her dream to be back here, and she didn't think she'd ever be able to do that as a young single woman.
But like most things in her life, Kayla believed she could, so she did. She bought this home off Baldwin Lake and completely renovated it. She showed me her work back in 2021.
So a lot of this was done with my dad.
All the work was a happy distraction.
She found him online. She did a lot of online shopping.
Yes.
As she underwent chemotherapy for stage 4 rectal cancer, diagnosed at only 28.
In the end, she did, I think, 84 rounds of chemo, radiation. She had several surgeries. She never really would admit she was sick. She went to chemotherapy. She would spend a day in infusion. She'd come back the next day and go to work.
She was also always working to help others. She traveled to D.C. to push for more awareness and funding for colorectal cancer. Joshua Short and I spoke with her when she got back from her trip in 2024.
So by 2030, we're estimating, or they're projecting, that colorectal cancer will A, be the #1 cancer death, and B, that those 27,400 flags represent the patients under the age of 50 that will be diagnosed in 2030.
But this year, D.C. looked different.
Last year, my husband, Kayla, and I went. And then this year, it was really hard. Kayla passed away 5 months ago, and it was really hard because we wanted to be there, but then we didn't want to be there. But we knew in the end that that's where Kayla wanted us to be, so we had to go.
At only 33 years old, Kayla became the latest memorial on the National Mall.
When I walked around and I saw that, I just burst out bawling. It's so hard because you're proud on one side, but then you're really sad on the other side.
And the Campbells hope Kayla's story will continue to impact people.
I want them to remember that she was the one that was always telling you to get your colonoscopies, to get your screenings, to know your body, know when something's changing, know when something's not right.
It's incomprehensible to have parents burying their children, let alone for a disease that is yet to find, at least to this point, a cure.
I know. And even Erica was telling me the treatment that Kayla was going through was founded back in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
There's not been an update.
Right.
And younger people are getting diagnosed with this devastating disease. By the way, Kayla had no family history of colorectal cancer. Even when she first got sick and was in so much pain, doctors said, oh, it's probably an ovarian cyst. Maybe it's a stomach issue. Maybe you ate something last night. Maybe you have IBS. But she kept using her voice saying, no, I know something is not right. She kept fighting for herself. And that's how she finally got that diagnosis. And that's why she was a strong advocate for other people to, hey, if you really feel like something is wrong, make sure you get seen. You go to your doctor and you feel heard by people.
And be vocal with your doctor, right? In fact, she reached out to a lot of people who are going through the same thing on Instagram, right?
She ran her Instagram page, Girl with Rectal Cancer, which, by the way, her parents still have up. Because it was really great. People all over the world got to connect, because I mean, imagine you're 33 years old. You should be in your prime of life.
You should be.
And that way, people who also are shocked with that diagnosis could connect. So if you feel like you still want to go to that Instagram page, it is still up.
Well done.
Connect with others.
Well done. That is your friend, and I know you talked to her mom, and that was not an easy conversation.
I want to say really quick too before we go to break. She was so sick.
Yeah.
I had a friend who is, I'm trying not to tear up, nope. I had a friend who was recently diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and I posted about her. 2 months before Kayla passed away, Kayla reached out to me and said, Does your friend need anything? Can I talk to her?
Wow.
Please let her know if she needs anyone, I'm here.
Yeah. And she's still here.
Yeah,
she's still here in more ways than one.
Yeah.
It's because of stories like this.
Yeah.
People will go and continue to get help.
And the fact that her family is continuing, they're not going to stop. And again, if you feel like something's wrong, go to your doctor, please.
Yeah, it's so important. She is an advocate to so many people still to this day. And her face, that's the one thing I can tell you. Everyone remembers her smile. That smile right there. And that's how we're gonna head to break, actually, seeing that smile from her. We'll be right back.